We have not one, but two big birthdays to celebrate upon arrival in rural Sanborn, New York. The first we're a little early for, but soon Hoover's Dairy is marking a 100-year-old milestone.
That thing better still be in there, Nelson!
The second we're about to miss. The moody maker of their milk is about to have her first baby. In 1920, Edwin and Lucille Hoover started a dairy business, and since that day, it has been handed down generation after generation. If you see someone working here, chances are it's one of their grandchildren, or great-grandchildren, or great-great-great something.
I brought a gift for you.
All of whom run the business and its old-school machinery, just as Edwin and Lucille did nearly a century ago. Once upon a time, the Milkman delivered glass bottles of local, farm-fresh milk right to your door. At Hoover's, that time is still today.
Basically just keep the tradition going.
The fifth generation milkman's name is Robbie Hoover, and at 20, he's known very few days of sleeping in. He's on the road before the first shot of sunlight in one of these classic delivery trucks. Meanwhile, his dad is managing the lactose obstacle course that is their bottling operation. That is in between being Sanborn's fire chief because Rob clearly hates leisure time. Hear me on this. You will not find a stronger work ethic in the U.S. than that of our farm families. Milk straight from the nearby farms is pumped into a mega tank. This is essentially what's considered whole milk, only better. Locals swear the whole and chocolate milk at Hoover's is far superior to all and any others. And now I know why. Dairies typically wring the milk through a fat separator to meet the national whole milk standard of about 3.25% milk fat. Hoover's lets the cow decide. If she's having a fat day, you get whatever she's given, which is usually a creamy, smooth 4%. A few more runs through the fat separator and you get the tanks that are full of 2% and skim. The other contributor to quality is said to be those 1920s style glass bottles. Ask anyone in Sanborn, it just tastes better. No plastic or paper contribution to the flavor profile. Milk from the tanks tunnels into the homogenizer and through the pasteurization process, before flying through the filler into a carousel of glass bottles. The signature red cap is tapped into place, quick rinse, and into the cooler they go. Up front, you'll find Grandma Judy trading customers used glasses for freshly filled bottles, ringing up sales on this here ultra high-tech machine. Call any part of their process old-fashioned, but it's all done with real parts that can be fixed and real down-to-earth people that simply can't be replaced.
The family's very nice. You can tell that they love their children, and it seems like from the first time they opened, like you said, in the 20s, every son has taken over, some part of the company.
Up a dirt road from the dairy is Hoover's restaurant and ice cream bar, and most everyone in here has been drinking Hoover's milk since they were kids. The littlest of the Hoovers insist on showing me around this part, where they make an entrance like professional athletes and celebrities they are.
There's the Owen and the Tyler and the Robbie.
Every Sunday combination sold here is named after one of them.
Up there!
The milk for the milkshakes traveled all the way down the driveway to get here, and the secret technique for the sundaes is a 5-to-1 ratio of chocolate sauce to everything else. How many calories are in this?
A lot. A lot. We don't count.
Most of us will never drink milk from a glass jar, and any milk we do buy probably came from quite a distance. Most of us aren't on a first-name basis with our local businesses, and definitely not our milkman. Of course, most of us aren't lucky enough to live in little towns like Sanborn, where this is still a way of life. But something is missing. Where are the cows? All I can find is Grandma's donkey and one-horned goat. Where's this horn? Hey, where did your horn go? Where did his horn go, Gavin? Yeah, well, y'all are supposed to watch him. Hoovers stopped milking their own cows when the restaurant started rockin'. Now they rely on small, independent, local dairy farms, and that is proving harder and harder to find. The farm names carved into the side of the old milk crates tells the story. Many of these have gone out of business. Farming is a career and lifestyle fewer and fewer people are willing to commit to. Developers offer an attractive price for the land, and here in the Niagara region, farms are disappearing as vinyl villages pop up in their place. So it took a bit of searching, but I finally tracked down some of the lovely ladies who keep Hoovers supplied. And in a very bizarre change of plans, what started as a quick stop for Moo Cow Video ended in yours truly up all night long as self-proclaimed dairy doula, because this milk mama is about to have her very first calf. That thing better still be in there, Nelson! And you are about to welcome Baby Moo into the world with me.